Okay. Uh, Hello to anyone that decides to watch this archive. Uh, I'm just doing a random game. I have one player here. Uh, Perhaps someone might drop in later. Who knows? Some that might happen. So, Will, why don't you explain who you're playing?
My name is Will. I will be playing Zandrea, a high elf artificer. She is recently nude to Illumina, but is from the localized area. Um, Not really sure how this is going to go. I've never played a UA class before, but should be fun.
Yeah. So, uh, how did you create your firearm? Let's go with that. Since this is going to be, since it's one on one, why don't we go a bit more personal and then go into an adventure? How, yeah.
I would imagine that Zandrea would, as a high elf, they start their lives surrounded by magic. They're a bit more attuned with it than most other subclass or sub races of elf. Um, I would I would see along the lines of Zandrea playing around with more or less a blowgun or something of the like. And then as she was fiddling with a cantrip or cantrip or something like high elves are wont to do, um, it either misfired or the incantation was changed just a little bit with inexperience and caused the blowgun or the whatnot to actually launch the dart projectile straight out of the barrel. And to Zandrea's shock and surprise, and a little bit of mortification, the dart embedded itself in the door of her bedroom or whatnot. Um, and then from there, she just started tinkering with variations of hollow tubes until she comes to the point where she is able to create her first, air quotes here, firearm, and decides that using it like a blowgun with the magics that set off the thunder cannon so close to her face might not be the most intelligent thing to do. Straps a stock to it and decides to go about her way that way.
Okay. Oh, why did you head for Illumina then?
Well, I'm not really sure where all the elves are in Aerywood or around the Illumina area, but as a tinkerer and as an artificer, messing around with things that are not exactly safe to be messing around with. Although in this, in Aerywood, what is exactly considered 100% safe? But I would imagine she would be on her way to Illumino to seek some sort of maybe some guidance from somebody if she could find perhaps another artificer that is also a gunsmith, seek some guidance or some mentorship. Also, the population of Illumina as of late has has kind of lended itself to adventurers coming in and solving localized problems. So, being only 100 years old and barely an adult, ready to see the world, I imagine that's why she set out for Illumina.
Okay. So, you go to Illumina. How far of a travel is it?
I would imagine, as I'm looking at the Illumina map, that she probably uh, her village would more than likely be about 6 or 7 days travel from Illumina to the northeast. I know there's like a mountain pass, a pass between the two mountain ranges there. I would imagine that she comes from up that way. I believe it's the Mist. Not sure the exact name of it, but the like the Mist Realm up there in the upper right hand corner, or sorry, yeah, upper right hand corner in the northeast section of the Airywood map. I imagine she comes from there, so about 6 days travel.
Yeah. Do you stop in Mawson since Mawson's also around that area as well?
Yeah, I would imagine that travel
Uh,
from her village to Mawson would probably take about 3 days.
yeah,
She'd
or
spend
3 4 days because Mawson's actually about a day's travel from Illumina. So
okay, so yeah, it'd probably be 5 days then, and then she'd probably rest a day or so, and then take off the next day to Germany. So I imagine the entire journey would take about a week.
yeah. So your village is in around the Heroes Pass by the Mist Kingdom. You went through Heroes Pass.
Yes, yes, that would be it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And Zarkon may be joining us here fairly shortly.
well, we haven't introduced your character to the guild yet, so we haven't started adventures. So anyone that can still has time to pop in if they have the free time.
Absolutely.
So when you get to Illumina, do you ask directions for um, an adventuring guild or a tinkerer's guild?
I foresee that she's looking for adventure first and foremost. She's trying to make a bit of money. I mean, she could probably as a weaponsmith with her tool skills, she would probably be able to make a little bit of money on her own. But adventuring is always while dangerous, it's also profitable. So I'd imagine she'd ask where the local problem solvers, aka adventurers, hang out.
Yeah. Well, the guard at the gate will have a couple uh, mercenary guilds that are in the city, as well as says, well, they're a bit crazy, but if you want to make money, it's your best bet. You would probably want to sign up with the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. Yeah. They're always getting into trouble, but they're always getting the biggest jobs done. And
Well, biggest jobs means, for the most part, biggest paychecks, and she's looking to make some money and make a. I mean, she's got a small bit of money from her time in her village, but it's fast running out, and she needs to definitely be able to make some money in order to just survive. So I imagine she would head over to the UAG.
yeah, so you head over to the UAG. Uh, uh, Entering, uh, one of the workers asks, if you're petitioning for work or asking to join.
So Andrea would respond that she is asking to join the guild, as she has heard that the most profitable and the biggest contracts go to the UAG.
Oh. She points you upstairs and directs you to the guildmaster's office. So,
She would follow the directions and take herself up to the guildmaster's office and knock on his door.
yeah. So you hear enter.
Mm. Zandrea would push open the doors. Hello?
Yeah. You see a forest gnome sitting behind a desk with a lot of paperwork and shelves of ledgers and books and other things, and some particularly looking items around the room.
Well, seeing all the books, Zandrea's eyes would probably get almost as wide as saucers, because she likes to read, and she'd probably mouth the word "wow" as she's looking at them. Then, remembering what she's supposed to be doing, she would give a slight curtsy and then address Pincus. I was told to come up here to join the Adventurers Guild.
Another new recruit. Have a seat.
She would sit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two chairs in front of the desk. He pulls open a drawer, pulls out a piece of paper, and hands you a quill. It's one sheet of paper and a spot for you to sign your name at the bottom. It says that uh, uh, as a member of the UAG, uh, all money you earn outside the guild, you earn from tasks. You would give 10% to the guild. Uh, when working under the UAG name, uh, if at all possible, you will return fallen comrades to the guild. And the third thing is you will respect all members of the guild. And it's just a spot for you to sign your name.
Well, reading it over, checking for fine print, those kinds of things. If she doesn't see anything that's any
Roll perception.
sure. Um, that's a 17 plus 5, a 22.
You do not see any small print.
Okay. She'll sign.
Actually, under something that looked like just ink dots, you actually see some writing. It says, "If you're reading this, you're looking too hard."
That's pretty good. All right, so having found the fine print, if you will, Zandrea would go ahead and sign the document. If you're reading this, you're looking too hard. That's good.
He takes it, he stamps it, and he puts it in. He gets up and puts it in a cabinet thing with, you can see a bunch of other other things as well, other forms just like it, puts files it away, and hands you a little symbol thing, a pin. It says, "Congratulations, you're a member of the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. Don't do
Uh,
anything stupid."
once she hears Pincus say that, she'll smile and say, "Oh no, I abhor stupidity. I will do my best to uphold the guild's honor." And then she'll get up from her seat and she'll give a slight curtsy again, and then she'll walk out the door. And as the door shuts, Pincus would hear not a very loud, but definitely an audible squee as Zandrea's excitement just kind of overtakes her for a moment.
Yeah. You head downstairs and you see sitting at a table uh, uh, a dwarf just tuning a lute.
Zandrea would walk up to the dwarf. "Hello." I think he may be.
Are you there, Zach? Are you muted?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like he's muted here. His mic might be muted though.
Uh, you dropped.
I think Zach's having some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
He's going to reboot and then try to get back in.
Okay. Oh. The dwarf seems really into tuning his lute, so you decide not to bother him.
Sounds fair.
Okay. So. Do you go and what do
there's
you do?
a
Do you?
there's a board with jobs and that kind of stuff on it, right?
Yeah, there's a board where things are posted up that needs to be. Uh, you see an old posting that's been up there for a while. It's a little. The sides are a little ragged. It's just a listing of creatures that you could kill for certain amounts of gold. Like you see, if you kill a giant rat, you'll get a gold, or if you kill a goblin, you'll get a gold, and other things like that, in increasing amounts.
Okay. Well, goblins are always fun to take on in small numbers.
Yeah.
So Zandrea would be asking the local staff where she might be able to find some of the said goblins. Obviously not goblin populace.
There hasn't been She says there hasn't been any word of goblins anywhere. Uh, oh,
Hey, there he is.
yeah.
Alright, I'll join.
Cool.
I am, but can you guys give me a couple more minutes? I need to go take a quick shower, and I'll be right back.
Uh,
Now that my phone's working.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
We got a little bit of time.
All right. I'll be back. Bye.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Uh,
So, since there are no, go ahead. Sorry.
she says the the harbor's been having an issue with giant rats. They've been getting into food stores that are meant to be shipped out and that are coming in from across the Demon Sea. If you're talking about the old hunt board, uh, I'm sure uh, the harbor master will honor it if you want to take out their giant rat issue.
Okay, so Ms. Andrea would ask, who is the harbor master? What is his name, so that she could ask for him directly.
He doesn't know.
They don't know. All right.
She's just a cleaner that works at the guild. She's just going off of rumors.
Okie doke. Well, in that case, Zandrea will ask for directions to the harbor.
She tells you there's a map of the city in the library upstairs.
She'll go as a cartographer. She will actually go up there and look at the map.
Yeah.
And
you go up there. It's at the end of the hallway. It's a double room that was converted into a single. There's about 5 or 6 rows of books, and on the wall is a detailed map of the city.
Okay. With a bit of charcoal and a sheaf of paper, she would begin copying down the major landmarks of Illumina.
Make an intelligence roll with your proficiency.
Sure thing. That'll be a 17.
You make a decent copy of the map. It's not like you copied it perfectly, but you got everything where it's supposed to be. It's not an inaccurate or ill-sized map. Of course, the one on the wall is a bit bigger than your piece of paper, so you're kind of shrinking things down, so a little bit, but you generally did a good job.
Awesome.
You didn't really have room for all the street names on it, but definitely the long ones you're able to write on it.
As long as it's got, enough of the landmarks and whatnot, that's really all she cares about. That way she can find her way around. And then she would head off towards the harbor master.
Okay.
Or the harbor.
Yeah. You head down to the harbor. It's easy to do. You got the map.
Mm-hmm.
You hear someone yelling, "God dang rats! How? Why do they have to be too intelligent for the traps?"
Well, not sure whether the person that is exclaiming this is the harbor master or not. She will just kind of walk up to them and say, "Hello, I heard you're having some problems with rats. I also understand that there is a bounty on them if I kill some of them."
Mm. Well, considering how much trouble there, yeah. For every rat you bring me, I'll give you a gold.
Done. Mm, do you know where they? Do you know where they like to group up, or is it just hunting for them?
Generally they scatter, but today we have food coming in, so they generally come and gnaw on that.
Hmm. Okay, and so she'll confirm where to go, and then she'll head off in that direction, trying to
Are
trying
you
to go ahead.
stealthing?
Yes, I was just going to say trying to not make noise so that she's not spooking them before she actually gets there.
Uh, roll perception. Not perception. That's what happens. You roll stealth.
Okay, rolling stealth. That is a 14.
Okay. Uh, you believe you're moving quietly, uh, although you do uh, run into a couple things here and there. Uh, but you think you're quiet. You move along. Uh, you move to the basically the storehouse of one of the storehouses that ships use to house things while ships are being moved into place to load things easier and all that. Uh, roll perception.
Okie doke. It's not too bad. 14. Huh, 19.
Okay. Yeah. You Yeah, you walk up and you see about three rats about uh, 2.5, 3 feet long.
That's a
Uh,
big rat.
you didn't quite hear them, but you saw them, as if they were stealthing just as good as your perception.
Hmm. And about how far away are they?
They're about 20 feet from you.
Hmm.
They're 9 on something at the moment.
Mm. In that instance, Zandrea would back up about however far she could back up so that she could still see them, but not.
Considering uh, the way the warehouse you can back up about I don't know 60 feet.
Okay, so Zandrea will back up her full movement of 30, and then we'll back up so that she's 60 feet from the rats. She will make ready with her boomstick, and then she will shoot at the one that is closest to her.
Okay, roll initiative.
Sweetness and light. Character, new stats. 23. I rolled high.
Yeah.
Let's try something. Let's see if our dice rolling friend is still, like, hates me.
You got 23?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. You get a surprise round.
Awesome.
They are surprised because you beat their perception.
1d20.
They are too enamored in what they're doing to notice you.
Alrighty. Excuse me. First shot is going to be an 11 to hit.
Yeah. You think your sight might be off a little because you barely miss.
All right. So that's that. And
Yeah.
Andrea would use her bonus action to reload her boomstick.
Yeah. They just sort of look at you in terror because you beat them on the initiative order, so they are still surprised. But you get one more shot at it.
All right, so Andrea will shoot again, and this time she got a 16.
You hit.
All right. Oh, wait, crap. My bad. I'm using the wrong stat. Yeah, that first number was actually a 13, but it's all good. So
13 would have hit.
yeah,
You had to hit a 12.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually using the damage modifier, not the to hit modifier. Okay, so
I'll give you the first one. There's 3 of them.
okay. So I'll do that. All right, so the first shot would have been a total of 11 damage.
You took that one down.
And the second shot would have been a total of 8 points of damage.
You take that one down.
And Zandrea would use her bonus action to reload her thunder cannon and make ready for either to give chase to the remaining rat or
You want to move up 30 feet?
Yeah, if it looks like it's going to run away, if it's going to charge.
Make an inside check.
Alrighty. 10 plus 15 total.
It looks like it's going to bolt.
All right, so yeah, Zandrea would move up 30 feet to try and give chase. And that would be the end of her turn.
The rat dashes away 60 feet around the corner.
All right. Zandrea would move forward 30 feet or however far is necessary, if possible, to see the rat.
When you turn the corner, you do not see the rat.
Are there any markings or tracks or anything that she might be able to look for?
Roll perception.
And so that is actually 20 plus 5. That's a 9.
You have no idea where the rat went.
Hmm. Now, where could it have gone? She'll spend a few minutes looking around to see if she can't find
Well, if you take
something.
a few minutes, you eventually come across a hole in the wall that you wouldn't think a giant rat would be able to fit through.
Hmm. Well, Zandrea, knowing that there's no way she's fitting into that hole, will go back and she will. Hmm. She didn't actually ask how they wanted proof.
So, if you brought them the dead rats,
Yeah, so she's, although slightly disgusted by the thought of,
are
carrying
you
these
gonna go outside and look?
for the other rat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it went like into the wall, not outside. It went through the wall to the outside. Yes, actually,
Yeah.
Zandrea would, now knowing that the wall is an outside wall, would run outside to see if she
Yeah.
can't find the rat.
Giant rats are too big to live in the wall. They're like 3 feet long by a foot. They're not like
Fair enough.
you have to have some big walls that have those kind of rats living in them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could roll me survival because you're tracking.
Okie doke. That would be. Oh! Crit fail. I got a 4.
Yeah. You cannot determine which way the rat went. But if you want to spend 5 minutes, uh, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, she'll search around for 5 minutes. She's, trying to be
Yeah.
thorough.
Yeah. You're able to find something that you think is the way that it went. It's this area here is kind of it's all dirt and rocks and that, and you think those are giant rat prints, but mind you, you don't spend a lot of time around giant rats, so you have no idea.
Okay. So she'll kind of follow those markings and tracks for as far as she can.
Yeah. Yeah. Where you follow them and you see a wrecked ship that has a for sale sign on it, and you see a ship that has a for sale sign, but you don't think it's going to sell because it has a giant hole in the bottom of it.
I'm here, guys. Sorry.
Yellow.
Uh, so, what do you do?
At this point, I think Zandrea would try to creep forward as quietly as she could.
Roll stealth.
Yep, this thing still hates me. I just crit failed again. I got a stealth of 6.
Trying to be really stealthy. You slip on some rocks and fall over, and your rifle goes off. Not hitting you or anything, but it sends off a loud boom. And 5 giant rats come running out at you.
Oh, lordy. How far away are they?
They're about 15 feet from you and charging.
Yikes.
Roll initiative.
Get out of there.
That's actually the plan. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to fight that.
How long ago did you see the bard king the loot?
Tap into the sea. I'd say about an hour.
Got a 14 this time.
Yeah. You beat their initiative. They got a crit fail.
Phew. Thank goodness for that.
Although giant rats aren't that strong, they work as a pack.
Yeah. That's what she's thinking. So Zandrea is going to move back 30 feet as her movement, which will put her at 45 feet.
Hmm.
Then she is going to main action dash, correct? Hang
Yeah.
on. I've got a telephone call. Hang on, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Everything's happening at once.
Hmm.
Do you have it worked out how I'm gonna pop in now?
Well, she didn't make it a secret she was going to the harbor.
So I'll probably already know.
Yeah. So, if you want to roll initiative, I'll throw you in at the start of next round.
Okay. $14.
Yeah.
So we have the same. I'm after him though. What's her name again? Zandra?
Yep. Wait, 13 or 14?
14. We both have 14. But he has a higher dex than me, so yeah. What's the setting so I know?
You guys are at the harbor.
But like, are we in anything? Or are we outside? Or are we
Outside.
what time of day is it?
That's about late afternoon.
You do know I'm a tier 2 character, right?
Yes, but if you don't have an intervention, these rats will likely take down a level 1 character.
Say that again.
If you don't intervene in some sorts, there's a good possibility that these rats will take down a level 1 character. Because they get advantage on all their attacks.
Why do they get advantage?
Pack tactics. Rats have pack tactics.
For room 7. Yeah, I figured.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Uh, seems
So
like
you're dashing?
yes. Main action is going to be to dash for another 30 feet. So that'll be 60 total. And bonus action will be used to reload her thunder cannon so that
Okay.
it is ready for the next round. And that'll end her turn.
So the rats dash 60 feet towards you.
So we're still basically 15 feet from each other.
Yep.
All right.
But around the corner, Zarkon appears.
Zandrea doesn't know Zarkon's name, but might
You do
recognize
recognize
him.
him as the dwarf tuning the lute.
Okay, so Zandrea will move forward 30 more feet to try and get as far away from these 5 rats as possible, and will turn and fire her thunder cannon. That's going to be a total of a 20.
That it?
And the damage is going to be a total of 12 points of damage.
You kill it.
And she's going to use her bonus action to reload. And then she's going to use her free action to help! Help!
Okay.
Let help here!
Okay.
So Zarkon was probably just like walking and strumming his lute, and he hears the call. But how far is she from him? Where?
She's probably about. I'd probably say about 20 feet from you.
20. She's 20 feet from me.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she attack? Did she only attack one of them or all of them?
One of them.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's not a fully automatic thunder cannon. It's a single shot.
Yeah.
Although that would be kind of funny.
That comes later.
Right?
So how far are the rats from him, from her?
45 feet.
So they can get to their next round. Yeah.
If they dash, yeah. Wouldn't be able to attack, but if they dash, they could get to her.
Okay. Zarkon will move to her and say, "Hey, lass, how's it going?"
Little help, please.
Overly casually. What did you do to make them so mad? And Zarkon will start casting Shatter as level 2 spell.
Okay. Constitution save?
Yeah. Will I be able to get all of them?
Yeah.
What did you do to make these things so mad?
I don't know. I guess they're just naturally surly.
What's the
It
DC?
should be 14. Let me double check though. Yeah, 14.
Okay. Roll damage.
Boop boop. 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
3 of them go down. 1 are still up. And it dashes. Do you have a bonus action?
No, I'll wait.
Okay. 1 is barely alive and dashing towards Zandrea. That's a turn it dashed.
Okay. And it's how far away from Zandrea? Just like
It
right
is
up on her?
in your face.
Okay. Free action. She is going to stow her rifle and draw her hand axe. And she is going to take a swipe at it using her high elven ability to cast Thunderwave. That was the
You mean
cantrip.
thunderclap?
No, I mean not Thunderwave. I'm sorry. Booming Blade. I don't know what I'm thinking. So that's actually no, that's a strength. So I think that was +3. No, it's +4. Okay. Actually, can I retcon that just a little bit? She wouldn't pull out her hand axe. She'd probably pull out her dagger.
Okay.
All right, so she'll pull out a dagger instead, and that's a 22 to hit.
You kill it. It only had 1 health.
Oh well.
Rats have 7 health, and it saved its shatter, so it only half did 6 damage.
So
You literally just had to hit it.
With anything.
Zandrea at this point would probably stow her dagger after trying to wipe the blood off of it on like a rock or something.
Well, the water's right
Darkon
there, so
Okay.
We'll just cast prestidigitation as she's trying to clean it.
Thank you. And she'd stow her dagger, and she'd kind of would be a little bit in a huff because she fell and she caused all these rats to come out and charge at her. So she wouldn't be too happy about that. But she would offer her hand to the dwarf. Say, "Hi, I'm Zandrea. Who are you?"
Hello, Zandrea. I am Zarkon.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Zarkon.
The pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate you helping me. That was, yes, that wasn't my best work.
Yeah, you got yourself in quite the pickle quite quickly there, huh?
Wasn't expecting 5 of them.
We dispatched them pretty quickly, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Although I'm not really sure what you did, but it was very effective.
It's called Shatter, my dear. It's I have a tendency to lean towards thunder-based damage. That loud boom was from me.
And with that, she'll unstrap her thunder cannon, and she'll kind of. She has to reload it anyway, so she'll reload it and go. Yes, I don't really use thunder magic. I just use this.
And what is that?
This is Molly. My thunder cannon. Yes. Have you ever seen one before?
I've never seen anything similar to this device.
Really? I made it myself.
Well, that's probably why I haven't seen anything like it, huh?
Okay, so here's what happens. You put, and she'll take out shot from her ammo pouch, and she will take out her horn with the powder in it, and she'll pour powder into the barrel. So you put the powder in first, and then you have to have a wad, and she'll take out a piece of cotton, and she'll stuff it in the barrel. And then you put in the shot, and she'll take a lead ball, and she'll stuff it into the barrel. And then you have to stuff it down, and at this point you see her pull out a long rod that is basically goes the entire length of the hollow tube that you can see.
Is it like a musket?
Yes, actually, it is. It is almost exactly like a musket, except it operates off of magic instead of chemical reaction. So as
Continuing-
Andrea would explain all of the details and all of the workings of her thunder cannon and how she made every little piece, and she will continue to prattle on about Molly, her thunder cannon, until she is politely told to stop.
Well, Zarkon would probably just keep asking questions about it because he's really interested in it.
In that case, this could
How much
take
black powder
days.
do you have?
No,
I'm
well,
sorry,
maybe
do
not
what?
days, but-
How much black powder do you have?
The standard is 40 rounds of ammo for a long rest, or 10 after a short rest. So I have 35 rounds left.
So she makes her own rounds.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
That's the shot.
yeah.
I'm talking about black powder.
Well,
Dark-
I imagine the powder, whatever it is the equivalent to her using the magic that makes it fire.
Okay.
Not actual, actual gunpowder, because I don't actually think that's allowed in Airwood.
It hasn't been. It's not commonly known to exist. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Black powder
Well,
is the
Flashbangs,
byproduct of mining
Mm.
certain things.
flashbangs exist, so we know that.
Mm.
Zarkon would know if flashbangs exist, or whatever caused the flashbang.
Yeah.
But Zarkon would ask to see one of the shots.
Yeah, she'll reach into her leather bag, her magazine, as what it's called. And she'll reach into her magazine and she'll produce a steel shot, or actually it'd be lead. She'll produce a lead shot, which is just about a BB. I'd say about a marble size, a BB about marble size, and hand it to him.
Not as heavy as I thought it might be.
Not really. If it were any heavier, it wouldn't fly as far.
That's true. Does it shatter on impact, or does it go through things?
No, doesn't really shatter. It does deform. This round ball here would probably turn into a more of a disc than a ball if it hit something solid like a tree or
Is it hollow? He'll try to squeeze it.
Nope, it's completely solid.
Pretty interesting. Zarkon will hand it back.
She'll take it and put it back in her magazine pouch.
Not much for those fancy gadgets, I guess I'm not, but I do enjoy anything with thunder, so thunder gun sounds pretty cool to me.
I'm working on a concept for shorter ones. This one here takes 2 hands to aim. I'm trying to figure out. You know what a hand crossbow is, right?
Yes.
I'm
I'm
trying
actually quite proficient in those. I don't use them very often, but I can use them.
Well, imagine this, and she pats Molly. Imagine this as like a well, I guess it'd be like a heavy crossbow. And I'm trying to make one that's smaller, that's more along the size of a hand crossbow. I don't think it would do as much damage because it's not as long. But I'm working on it.
What's your difficulty in making it? What if you just cut off this? And then he kind of gestures to the
Oh, no. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to Molly. That's just... No, I couldn't do that.
No, not the Molly. I'm just... Wouldn't making it a shorter tube make it look shoot better?
No, see, what I've actually tried, but it seems that the shorter the barrel is, the less accurate and the less range it has. And if you cut the barrel too short, then there's not enough room for the shot to actually pick up enough power to knock something down.
Hmm.
Like I said, I'm
Why-
still working on it.
Hmm. Does the fact that it's spherical make it fly better?
Yes, yes, it does. I've tried ones that are dart shaped from like a blowgun, and
Mhm.
that kind of worked on a very small scale. But when I tried to ramp it up and turn the blowgun into something like this and she'll pat the stock and the hand guard and everything, it didn't work out very, and the range wasn't very long on the darts either. They seem to they're kind of, you know how darts are kind of back heavy and with especially with all the little um,
Hmm.
it's not really fletching, but you know the little stuff at the end of it to catch all the wind was you're blowing it through the dart gun.
Yeah.
That that kind
The
of just
stabilizer.
messes. Yeah, it just kind of messes with it after a while, and um,
Well,
it
I
just kind of ends up on the ground.
couldn't imagine you, because if the force comes from the back, you just destroy any kind of stabilizer you put back there. So, but anyways, what were you doing out here, anyways?
Well, I was looking at the board over at the guild hall, and it said that the harbor master. Well, actually, it said that there was a bounty for giant rats, and then I talked to one of the keepers at the guild hall, and they said that the harbor master would probably pay me for killing the rats. So I decided to come over here. I got 3 of them, and then and she'll kind of point to where the group of dead rats is,
You
and
got 2 of them.
then that kind of happened. Well, she did drop 3 total. I mean, she
Yeah.
got 4, but she wouldn't really count the 4th one because it was like almost dead to begin with when she hit it with her dagger. So she would only count the 3 that she killed by her lonesome.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other plans, or what else is? Did you find the harbor master?
Well, I found this. I found somebody that I guess I don't know works for him, and he said that he would give me a gold for each of the dead bodies. Um, of the
That
rats
means we
that
have
I
to dig them
killed.
up.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's probably
She
the
kind of
easiest
makes
to
a
carry
face
them.
at that.
What if we just cut
It's
their
the,
tails
eas-
off?
it's the easiest just to carry them by their tails.
What if we just cut their tails off?
Then then the harbor master has to find the corpse and clean them up,
Mm,
which he wouldn't be too happy about.
Yeah, I mean, rats spread disease and everything like that. You really don't want to leave a decomposing rat body around.
okay. Well, Darkthorn will start. We'll head over to pick the rat bodies off.
Ew.
He easily has enough strength to do so.
Well, it's not so much strength that Zandrea would be lacking there. It would be more along the lines of not really wanting to touch something so disgusting.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
She hadn't really thought it all the way through. Like, okay, once I kill them, how am I going to transport them back? And she didn't even bother asking whether she needed the whole body or just a tail or an ear or something like that. So, yeah, she'll follow after you and say, "Oh, hey, there's 2 more in here," and she'll lead you into the I I don't know what was it. It was, I guess it was a storage area
Yeah.
where there's two more rat bodies.
Do you think there's any more besides these?
Well, I was kind of following some tracks and they led over there, and she'll point to the boat with the for sale sign on it. And then I slipped and I fell, and I had my finger on the trigger, and I kind of, my thunder cannon went off, and then 5 of them jumped out at me and started running at me, and I kind of panicked.
Well, do you want to go turn these in and then check something out, or do you want to leave these here? And it's up to you. I mean, I
I
kind of
say we go
wanted
turn them in. I'm a little sore. That fall kind of hurt.
Alrighty. So Zarkon will
So
just
you,
follow to whatever.
so you take the 7 rats to the guy. That's good. Yeah, you found the bloody thing giving me issues.
Do you know how many there were?
No, we just sort of heard them scurrying around and saw a couple. Never really found their nest, though.
Well, I think I found their nest actually, quite by accident, honestly.
So, where is it?
Well, and she'll shrug. I mean, she's not she's not at this point in her life. She's not exactly what would be considered shrewd. So she'll just kind of shrug and go, "Oh, there. You know that ship over there that says it's for sale."
Yeah, that's been sitting there forever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I followed some tracks. I think they were rat tracks, but I'm not really sure. But I followed some tracks over there, and I kind of slipped, and I made some noise, and 5 of them jumped out at me and started rushing at me. So that might be a good place to look.
Uh, roll me history.
Okay. Oh wait,
Zarkon will
I'm
ask
not
him.
using dice.
Zarkon will ask the guy, how much is that boat for sale for?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the guy selling it. I can point you to him.
Yeah, maybe give me his name.
Yeah.
I got an 18 on history.
Zarkon can cast guidance on that to give her a better history.
Oh no, she doesn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, those rats came out of the hole in the boat.
Okay. Yeah, she'll say, "I'm absolutely certain that those rats came out of the hole in the boat."
Yeah. Can't have those things nesting there. I'm going to have to call the guy, either get rid of it or burn it.
How dilapidated was the boat?
It, like, the wood wasn't really rotting or anything. It probably ran aground somewhere and hit a rock. So it was just sort of.
There's a hole in it.
But that kind of damage is kind of hard to, kind of expensive to repair, because it's the hole hit the midline.
So yeah, you're better off just building another boat.
Yeah.
Would mending fix that?
No, it's too big a hole. Bending only fixes a foot. You need fabricate.
Oh well, Zarkon does know somebody that knows fabricate.
Yeah.
So you're saying fabricate would fix it?
Yeah, the hole's only probably about 10 feet around. So yeah, fabricate can do an area of 10 by 20.
Would Zarkon see that from the outside? Well, I guess Zarkon wouldn't know.
Well, you were nearby where the boat was.
Right, I wasn't. So Zarkon, upon hearing the hole, about the hole in the ship. He'll ask Andre, how big was the hole that they came out of?
Mm,
You know it's 10 feet around.
the hole's about 10 feet. 10 feet around.
Oh man, that's pretty damaged.
It was a pretty big hole. I mean, 5 of them came out almost at the same time.
Wow. So, Mr. Who am I talking to again?
You haven't asked for his name.
No, but what's his position?
You haven't asked that.
Mr. Well, I guess I don't know your name or your position, so what should I call you?
I'm Ahab, the harbor master.
Mr.
Oh, you're the harbor master.
Mr. Harbor Master, can you point me or us? Kind of looks at Zendra to the towards the guy who's selling that boat. We'll maybe talk to him and see if we can check out and maybe get rid of any more rats that might be inside of it.
Yeah, I can point you to his office. He's inland at the moment, so he gives you directions to the captain of the boat. It's not that far from here.
Miss Zendra, would you care to accompany me, or is this where we park?
Sure, I'll go with you. But she'll look at the harbor master. Can I get the money for these?
Yeah. I'll give you an extra gold if you get rid of the bodies. Get rid of the carcasses.
How would you like
So
them
Yeah.
dispatched?
burning them would be the best thing.
I can do that.
He gives you 8 gold.
As Andrea will give 4 of it to Zarkon.
Zarkon declines it.
You sure? You killed half of them?
No, it's fine. I really don't need more money.
Okay, not gonna argue with that.
So Zarkon will probably take. Are we in the harbor in Illumina, like by
Yep.
the bazaar?
You're not really close to the bazaar.
Okay. Well, the bazaar is at like directly west center of Illumina. So we're in
No,
north.
you're in the area by Water Rat Road.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up my map real quick. He said Water Rat Road.
Yeah.
Water Road. Water Road.
Yeah, you got me. Can't remember.
Oh, Water Rat Road. Okay, so we're the south. Okay, the southwest corner. Okay, that's fine.
Technically, yeah, it's southwest. It's by where it says Illumina and the legend and all that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're right there on the. Is that a beach or is that just rocks?
It's not really a beach. It's more of just the land just ends.
Okay. Zarkon will ask the harbor master, Mr. Harbor Master. Do you by chance have any wood?
No.
Okay, I guess I'll have to go find some.
So, are you gonna talk with the captain of the?
Yeah,
Okay.
Zarkon will go put all the bodies together first though, so they don't so they're not spread out. He's just gonna put them on a spot on the beach, and then Hang on. Let's see what he has. Where is all my stuff? Oh, I don't have any stuff. Oh, I got it. So Zarkan has a potion of fire breath, so he will actually drink that and just like breathe fire on them all.
Okay.
Get rid of that. He
You
never
breathe fire on them, they are on fire.
good. Job is done. Shall we, Mrs. Andrea?
Are you sure it's okay to leave them there?
Zarkan will look back to it. Not really sure, but he
You
asked us to burn
are
him.
smelling burning flesh, and it smells horrid.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got. Let's go.
Zarkan isn't really disturbed by the smell from his last time he was barbecued himself. So
Yes, Zandrea is literally trying
Make a
her best
Constitution save.
to keep her lunch down. Oh wait, I'm not using dice. Hang on a second. Actually,
I have no problem if you want to use physical dice.
I know, but I'm trying to like get all the hatred for the dice roller over here.
would guidance or resistance help her?
Resistance would, but you don't have time to cast that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's about to pop. Okay, she got an 18 on her con save.
You feel something come up, but you're able to push it back down.
Oh, that's going to make her want to puke even more.
Then it comes back up again. Are you talking with Darkmoon?
At this point, no, she's just trying to leave.
Yeah. You splatter your rations all over the road.
Sorry about that.
That is nasty.
So Zarkan will will clean up, or I don't know, like somehow try to clean that with prestidigitation, and then also cast prestidigitation on her to make her have a sweeter smell.
Yeah. As it disappears, Xandria puts more on the road.
Yeah, she's kind of just like walking sideways, sidestepping, like off to the side of the road, trying to get away from the smell as fast as possible while not hurling on her own boots.
Well, Zarkan scent on her, something that's not.
Make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Don't sleep on your own vomit.
Oh my god, that would be funny as hell. Not very nice, but it'd be funny as hell. She got a 15.
How hard are you trying to get away?
She's moving at a normal pace. She's not like running, but she's trying to move fast enough to get away as fast as possible without putting herself at risk of, falling or anything like that.
Okay, what direction is the wind blowing?
I don't really know.
We'll just make something up.
I was trying to think something funny would happen, but you rolled too well. You are able to keep your footing.
Yay!
think my baby had a nightmare. Go back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Zandrea would probably think that now's a good time to go back to the guild and maybe you know, brush her teeth, rinse her mouth out, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The guild is on the other side of the town.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that, but it's 8:30 and I've still got to get my shower and everything for the night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to call it quits here pretty soon.
Okay. We can split ways. I just want to go to that guy.
Okay. You
My
head back to
apologies,
guild.
Not too much worse for the wear, but definitely kind of embarrassed about losing her lunch in front of a fellow guild member. She would take herself up to wherever the toilet facilities are and all that, and just kind of clean herself up, and then she'd probably call it a day. Her first adventure, air quotes there, her first adventure, and she just kind of said, "Okay, I'm done." And I think that would be it for her for the time being.
Yeah. Okay.
Was kind of funny, kind of funny first introduction. You join the guild. You hurl all over the road in front of one of the guild members.
And possibly all over your face.
Yes, that would have been bad too.
Yeah, because if you rolled less than a 10, you would have slipped and fell backwards and still
Ew.
vomiting.
Ew.
Because you weren't watching where you're walking.
No, kind of hard to puke and watch where you're going at the same time.
Yeah.
Does Zarkon think that the guy would have been there for a little while? Because he probably would have walked her back if, not jeopardize his chance to meet the guy.
Late afternoon. You don't know how long he's going to be in the office, so you by the time to go to the guild and back, it would start to be getting dark, and you don't think the guy will still be there.
Okay, then he probably just kind of feel bad, but let her go.
Well, you can press the digitation. Or
I did lots of times, probably every time.
Yeah, it's not the outside so much that she's
It kept
having
coming.
trouble with. It's like well, you know how it is. You vomit in your mouth and you're like, oh, and you have to brush your teeth and gargle with like 6 gallons of mouthwash.
Zarkon was trying to help, but it kind of just kept coming.
This is true. I mean, it's a good thing she didn't have a bigger lunch or a bigger breakfast.
Zarkon kind of thinks to himself, she does not have a very strong stomach.
Would have been a lot worse, I'm sure, if she had failed the con check, because she actually got pretty high. But then you turn around and yeah, when it came up and then it went back down, that would have been it. She would have hurled right then and there. But at least she didn't projectile vomit right on Zarkon. That would have been
That would have been too
that would
close.
have been humiliating for her, and I'm pretty sure fairly disgusting for Zarkon.
Yeah, it would have been pretty bad, but he probably would have just dealt with it.
All right, guys. I'm unfortunately going to have to call it. I got to get a shower and get myself into bed.
Alright.
04:30 comes way too early. Matt, thank you very
Yeah.
much for the game.
Yeah.
I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't do
Yeah.
anything. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, or if you do, make sure you record it so that I can laugh at it later.
Yeah. Tomorrow's game's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What's the game?
Something about clerics and a ghost in the jail,
In the-
I believe.
Yep. Yep.
Who's running that?
Matt is.
Yeah.
What time is
And there's I think there's also Daryl's game earlier in the day as well.
Yeah, that one I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make, but I'm going to try.
that? I don't know.
Everybody keeps telling me to go to the event and then hover my mouse over the event time, and it's supposed to tell me when it's going, and I haven't been able to.
You know when it says like on the event page, today at, if you hover your mouse over the time, the number, if you're in another time zone, a small little box will pop up to say what time it will be in your time zone.
Okay, so according to this, tomorrow's game is between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. UTC plus 01 is what it says.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
When
it's
I
like 3 o'clock for 2 o'clock for us.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. When I hover my mouse over the time, it tells me it's 5 p.m.
Hmm.
And like I tried this once before because I was off on a Friday and I was going to join one of the games, but
It depends on what time zone your account is set at.
yeah, see, I think my time zone.
Yeah. See, it's at 3 o'clock for me, so it should be 4 o'clock for you.
What time zone are you in?
Oh, wait. I always get switched. It should actually be 1 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't understand why it's telling me it's 5 o'clock for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because it says it's 3 p.m. in your time.
Yeah, see, and mine's telling me that it's actually at 5 p.m. my time. So what I was thinking is like where I'm at in Central Time Zone, that's UTC -6. And they're playing, according to this thing, they're playing UTC +1. So it's like it's 8:38 my time right now.
Do you
so
have
it's
a daylight savings?
yes, and it just went into effect not too long ago.
Yeah, okay. Because
So they're, let's see, 8 to 12 is 4. So they're 7 hours ahead, which means that
you can always just use Google.
yeah, that's actually I brought up a world time map, and according to this, 8 p.m. would be 8 p.m. their time. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, apparently I was hovering over the wrong number. I was hovering over the 11 p.m. I just hovered over the 8 p.m. Okay, I just learned something.
You
Blonde
people.
moment for me. I hovered over the 8 p.m., so it starts at 2 p.m. my time. There it is.
Yeah.
And it ends by 5 p.m. my time. All right, that works. Maybe
Yeah.
I will be able to join that one tomorrow.
2 to 5.
Yeah, I might be able to take off work a little bit early. I don't know. And if I can't, it's all good. I'll make one of his games here in the future sometime, I'm sure. All right, guys. If I don't see you tomorrow in the game, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon in the game. Y'all have a good night.
Okay.
Ciao.
All right.
So you go see the captain. You explain you're interested in the boats.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Captain, I would like to inquire your boat for sale with the big old hole in it that has rats infested in it.
Oh, wasn't sure. Didn't know there was rats there, but you're interested in the sailing ship?
Yes, how much was your price originally?
Considering it's damaged, I'll sell you it for 4,500 gold.
It is a nice boat. Maybe I can do you a favor and just have somebody repair it for you. I know somebody who could fix that for you. If you'd be interested.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. To have a shipwright repair is gonna cost me 2,000 gold, and I'm not that interested in putting that much money on a personal vessel.
Before I respond to him, so would he understand the fabricate spell?
No, he's a professional sailor, so
So
yeah,
so I'll start talking to him. I can get it fixed. It won't cost that much. Just leave it to me and I'll let you know when it's done.
mm. How much are you charging me to get it fixed?
I guess I'll need to ask the guy, but it definitely won't be anywhere close to 2,000.
Well, I want you to come back and give me a price first before you go doing something.
Okay. Maybe if we do fix it, maybe I'll have to clear out some rats for you. But if that be the case, that'd probably be easy too. So, sure, no problem. I'll come back to you sometime.
Okay.
So, Zarkon, what's your name, sir? Sorry, I failed to catch it.
It's Seamus.
Seamus, Mr. Seamus. What time do you usually stay here?
Mm. Uh, until about sunset. I'm only on land for like another day or two.
Alrighty. I'll get right to that. I'll see if I can get here by tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you then.
Okay.
Fairly well. Alright. Zarkon will probably go to Moonrise Tavern at this point.
Okay.
So we can just end there if you'd like.
Yeah, we can. You don't have anything else you want to do?
Unless you have something that what he could do.
No, I don't have anything.
All right. We'll end there.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me join super late.
Yeah. Yeah. And goodbye to anyone who watches this archive footage.